What's good, my little lab rats in your little lab coats? It's time for a guest. I have a very cool, a very creative, a very expressive guest. She's a friend of mine. She's a rather new friend of mine, but we got to know each other, I'd say, pretty well, especially on this recording. And and you'll get to hear how we met and how we got the idea to do this podcast together. It's also my first time recording extensively in my mother tongue, in Korean. So there's that. I'm a little nervous actually to share this with you because just sharing you the other side of me, the Korean side of me. So that's going to be interesting. So this is how it's going to work. My friend and I here, we record for about an hour plus, just over an hour in English. And I also want to commend my guest here for being so putting so much effort into this conversation. It wasn't easy, let alone speaking in English for over an hour isn't easy, but it's let alone on recording and sharing it with people. So I really, really want to share my gratitude to my friend here for doing this and taking the time doing this and putting that heart and effort into it. But after around the hour mark or so, we get into more Korean and we kind of switch back and forth. So I was switching back and forth into Korean and English that it just kind of like made it difficult for me to look into like translation slash subtitle services out there. It was just all over the place, and I knew it would just take too long for me to transcribe it, translate it one by one on my own because I'm just not that good at that kind of stuff. But let alone I don't even edit my podcasts. So far be it for me. Far be it for me. Is that the right place to use that phrase? Um, that's not really my thing. It's not really my forte, so to say. So yeah, up to the hour mark, we're in solid English, and post hour mark, you've been warned. It goes back between Korean and English and Konglish. So take it for what you will. All right. Maybe you're learning Korean and this could be fun for you. Maybe you're already bilingual, so you understand everything. Um, but that's about it. I just had a blast. We talked about movies and we talked about cultural and linguistic stuff. And, we're also just a couple of New Yorkers too. So, so there you have that. And then we talked about life and friends and dating. And, we kind of got into some deep and genuine and honest stuff too. So it's pretty good. I'm really happy with this episode. I'm really happy that this friend of mine got to do this with me. So I'm very proud to share this with you. So without further ado, give it up for the one and the only HyoJeong.
So, thank you for having me.
Hold on, I'll start. I'm the host. You're so excited to get started. Okay, so we got red light. We got red light. Red light means recording. Just telling myself. So, HyoJeong, welcome to the Tommy Danger Experiment. That's what it stands for.
Oh my god, now I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were asking earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how do you feel? How are you?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. So we were hanging out for all the listeners. We were hanging out at a New Year's Eve party, and you were. How do we start talking about my podcast? You were curious about it.
Oh.
Did I tell you, or did you see my Instagram or something? How did that come about?
To be honest, I didn't know that,
Okay.
but Joy told
Oh
me
yeah,
before.
Joey.
Yeah.
So our mutual friend Joey, he keeps telling everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was very curious.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you work for a financial something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you also have a podcast. I was so wondering why do you have a side job?
Yeah.
It's a side job, right?
It's hobby.
Just a hobby?
It's
Okay.
a hobby.
So
I'm not making any money from this. So
I was very curious,
yeah.
and then I was ask you
Uh-huh.
when we met New Year Eve party,
Yeah.
and then suddenly you can come, you
Yeah.
can come, you can.
Well,
be
no.
one.
Well, let me fill that in because you were asking me questions like how and why,
Yes.
and then
yes.
you're like, can I see you do it? I'm like,
right.
and then I just like just come, just be a guest,
Yeah.
and then
Because as you know, I'm very curious girl or everything.
yeah.
So I'm wondering how you make the podcast.
Yeah.
And I just wanna see
Yeah.
the progress. But
Yeah.
you just invite me, so
Yeah.
why not come? So
Yeah.
can I?
I don't have any. Well, I've been meaning to get people on, but I didn't have anything today. So yeah, this worked out. And also, yeah, so I'll be looking for me to be a guest on your podcast sometime soon. I get right? You basically learn everything you did, video, audio, then afterwards, put the file together and upload. That's it. It's very simple.
Oh, really?
That's all it is. It's nothing great.
No.
It's nothing great.
No, I have some friends who have YouTube channels.
Yeah.
They usually told me editing is so difficult.
Yeah, so I was telling you before we were recording, like you were asking me, so we're gonna cut things out. I'm like, I don't do any editing. That's very boring, and I'm very lazy. So I do very minimal. So sometimes I think I still do it when my guests, especially if we record for too long, my guests have to go to the bathroom. I just talk by myself. I don't cut
Really?
it. I don't cut it out because I'd rather. That's how much I'm too loud. That's how much I hate editing. I hate editing so much. If my guests have to go to the bathroom, I just start talking whatever for like 2-3 minutes, and then they come back and just keep going. Because it's like in like a 2-hour long recording, I have to like go find it and timing and everything.
Yeah, too much work.
And
to be
like
honest.
that,
Yes.
all it takes like 3 minutes, and I don't want to do that 3-minute amount of work. So yeah. So you've been on this podcast. You were on a YouTube channel. You're like a star. You're like a social media star.
I wanna be.
You can. I think you can. So you were gracious enough to invite me to go watch a movie. We just saw Broker, a Korean movie. I believe it came out. You were saying that this came out last summer. It won some awards, and so it's. If you guys are listening right now, check your local movie theaters if it's playing, or just find it online and download it somehow. But yeah, fantastic movie. Without spoiling the movie, what are your thoughts about the movie?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, just shortly, I want to say everything has their own reason.
Everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, every.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking like because you want some kind of resolution, or like some kind of like a emotional and storyline wise, you want the characters to arrive somewhere, because I mean, most of the movie I was like, how is this gonna end? I have no idea how this is gonna end. It's a very good movie, and I feel bad. Some of the characters, they have to face the consequences of their actions. Kind of all of them, all the characters have to face the consequences, but I think the actors and definitely the director who also wrote the movie, the ending was a little surprising, I have to say.
Yes,
very satisfying, very surprising. I was afraid it was gonna be like a dark ending and like a heavy ending, but surprisingly, it wasn't too. How should I say? It wasn't too naive. It wasn't too fantasy-like. It was very like practical. Yeah.
I'm so glad you are satisfied to watch this movie, because to be honest, some of my friends, they already watched this movie, but
Yeah.
their life is
Wow. What were their thoughts on it? Well, how do they react to it?
some some of them are bored,
Yeah.
and some of them so excited,
Yeah.
and
Interesting.
yeah, interesting, and then deep impression.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was wondering and worried about you
Yeah.
like it
Yeah.
or not, but
Yeah.
I just invite you before this recording
Yeah.
to
It was very good. I'm very happy
Yeah.
you did that.
yeah, because you invite me and
Mm.
I wanted something
Yeah.
to do for us. Yeah.
It's very Korean.
Yes, Chong.
Yeah,
Chong.
Chung. Because that's one thing that, and of course, like Western and American people who study, like Asian culture, Korean culture, they don't know what Chung is.
Oh.
So they don't, like, we could translate that word literally. Chung is like affection or friendship,
Yeah, affection.
but
friendship.
it's more nuanced than that. It's more like it's tricky too, because when you said you DM me, say like, let's go watch this movie, I'll pay for the ticket, just show up. I was like, yeah, perfect, fine, thank you, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's like, it's kind of like understated give and go. Like it doesn't have. It's like you already understand the situation. Like give and take, exchange. So I understood that you were very excited to come on. Tommy Danger Experiment. So you decided to, like, hey, let's go watch. But it's also perfect because it's like it gave us something to talk about too.
Yes.
We don't know each other that well. This is like our fourth time hanging out. But yeah, it's funny. Have you seen people, like American people, who are trying to like understand like more like Korean ideas and topics like Chung? Have you heard about that? Have people try to ask you about that,
Oh,
or they just ask you about kimchi and bulgogi and stupid things like that?
that one.
Yeah.
But since I moved to America, whenever I have a time, I usually attend a language exchange meetup.
Sure.
So
Oh, that must be interesting.
Yeah. So they want to learn the Korean language,
Yeah.
Korean culture, and
Yeah.
they want to make Korean friends.
Uh-huh.
Of course, they are interested in Korean culture, and they already know about Jong.
Uh-huh.
So only that people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
yeah.
know about it, but do they like feel it? Do they really know it? Do they?
Some of my Western friends, they don't know about Jong.
Yeah.
So if I treat something or and they feel like some kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Too
Overwhelmed,
much.
yeah.
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 Yeah. They probably don't understand
Yeah,
Jong,
yeah.
and they think about me. HyoJeong wants me more, something
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
That's why she treat me well.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
Just
see,
I did.
see, it's with my non-Korean friends, it's like everything's Dutch pay. Everything we
yeah.
split it. We split everything. But it's not like that when you're with with Koreans.
오빠가 살게.
Yeah, exactly.
누나가 살게.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Because it's like oppa, nuna, like the hierarchy. Like when we were hanging out Friday, we hung out Friday with a group of Koreans. It was just all Koreans.
내장 클럽 화이팅.
And so it's like that guy there, he paid for one of the places that we went to. We went to
yes.
Miss Kim's.
Right.
And I think he just bought it because out of like he's the oldest one there, and as a oppa, as a hyung, being the oldest bro there, it's very generous of him. I didn't expect that. I was thinking about paying for it. Another guy was thinking about paying for it, but it's like a race to pay, amongst Koreans.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to, and I feel very thankful to him. But
Exactly.
And I'm kind of sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. And then when you see him again, you're gonna be either of us see him again, we'll be very, very happy to see him again. Yeah. It's funny that I saw this movie, Broker, Korean movie, very well done. But I don't watch too many Korean movies. Like I don't watch Korean movies often. But it's just during the holidays with my parents.
What did you watch?
I saw Minari. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, but I'm surprised because you just watched that movie.
I just watched it.
What?
I just watched it like right after Christmas.
Wow.
So I was with my parents. I think I told you. I think I was with my parents. We do like a winter holiday little vacation, little getaway, and so we were at the hotel. And at the hotel, like, what movie should we watch? And I was like, oh, like I can buy Midari for like $4 on YouTube and just watch it on the hotel TV. So that's what we did. It was perfect. It was
How was it? Because
I cried. I cried during the movie.
yeah, because
well, you must have seen it like when it came out. It came out like a year ago or something, right? It was exactly a year actually.
but I'm Korean. I'm not Korean American.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe you more
Oh,
have
yeah.
some
Yeah.
impression.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, more
it's definitely
strong.
because it's a Korean American experience. Yeah. Yeah. So that actor Steven Yeun,
Yeah, yeah.
what'd you think of him? Did you like him?
He's so sexy.
He is he's like he's cute. He's sexy. He's straight up sexy.
He's so sexy. Whenever he
Yeah.
speak in Korean,
Yeah.
he's so sexy.
And his Korean got so much better.
Yes.
Because I remember when he was getting famous from the zombie show Walking Dead. Have you seen that? That came out a long time ago.
No.
Was that so? You must have been in Korea when that came out.
Yeah, I heard about Walking Dead, but I never seen.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but I just checked the
Yeah.
the short clip.
Yeah, clips on YouTube, something like that. Oh, that's
What is the sound?
Kimi. Let me turn it off. But yeah, it's. I remember when that actor Steven Yeun was getting famous, so he would come on a late night talk show with like Conan O'Brien. So there's that one time when I think they went to Korea together, and his Korean was not that good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me before.
Yeah, and then on that movie, he was so much better. Yeah, I'm like, wow, that's good. I'm very very proud of him as a fellow Korean American. Yeah.
Did you watch Burning?
What's Burning? I don't know Burning.
Oh, the movie name is Burning.
Okay.
With Yu In.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you should watch.
When did that come out?
Before I came to America, maybe 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's a long time ago.
Okay.
But that movie was so nice.
Uh-huh.
And I think you will be like,
Interesting. Have you seen, well, we talked about this, Parasite.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
How'd you like that one that came out? I saw it in the theater here in New York.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I was telling you when we came out of Broker, so my phone, it just has like curated news, like the algorithm on Google. It just figures out. So it says like Bong Joon-ho movie is playing in West Village. And I was like immediately looked the theater up and bought tickets. I saw it like it's like 2 weeks later. I went by myself and went to see it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I checked you sent me the link about acting school.
Yeah.
Acting-
Did you?
right?
Yeah.
I
So okay, so for the listeners to catch up on, I really admire and fascinated by HyoJeong, and of course as a person and everything, but your face is like so it's like a palette. It's your face is so you're so expressive. Yeah. And it's so awesome because this is very unique, maybe even like almost anti-Korean.
But
Tell me.
but I don't.
We'll talk about acting school in a little bit. But
but I don't like. I don't like that much because sometimes I need to hide my emotion.
Well, yeah, the Korean way of doing things is we need to hide our emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people can catch out my
Yeah.
emotion easily because of my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Did you see the Q Park that video?
Yeah. So I might put a link link to it for everyone to see. So I have like a minor internet celebrity next to me, HyoJeong. She was. Let me describe it for everyone. So there's this. How would you describe Q Park? How would you describe Q Park? What is he?
I think he just 관종.
What's Gangjong in English?
관종 is a very stranger, but he wants to pay attention from other people, and
So he's Q Park is an internet YouTube shock street dancer. Like all he does is, and he's been doing it for a long time, and I know of him. And so in that sense, he's kind of like an artist in his own right. He just starts dancing in the middle and singing too in the middle of a shopping market, on the
Right.
train, in Times Square. So when that happened, and you're in the background, was that in Times Square? Where was that?
no. I was in in Cape Town.
In Cape Town.
To support the Korean soccer team.
Yeah,
At the
it's
time,
for World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup,
Yeah,
World
yeah.
Cup, and then the Portugal, and then the match, match game, and then
So-
I was there, and because there was event,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the McDonald's and then New York, how can I say, New York Society, no, Korean Society.
Yeah, I know
They
that.
sponsor,
Yeah.
And then I was there with
Yeah.
my friends to support the Korean team,
Yeah.
거리 응원. And then
Yeah.
the one strange guy was there. 대한민국.
Yeah, just like by himself.
what is
your
doing? What is doing? Oh my gosh.
That's exactly the
Yeah.
face you had in the video. So Q Park just being, I forget the word for it, but anyways, like he started doing the Korean team chant all by himself. No one's following him.
Yeah.
So and he's doing it like at like 150% level. Like he's not a big guy. He's a small guy,
Right,
but
right,
he's
right.
like yelling at the top of
Right,
his lungs.
right.
And whoever his team is, they're capturing it on video. And one of the background people that was caught just really unpleasant about the experience was HyoJeong, which that video probably got 1 million views, right? So at least 1 million people saw your face, seeing like really. So I don't think you realize when you put on your own Instagram story,
Oh yeah.
you put yourself on it. And then it hit me. I'm getting too loud in the mic. Then it hit me. It's like, oh, that girl is my friend. I seen this video. And I know this guy. I seen his videos long time ago. My friend is famous now. Because my friend is in Q Park's video just being so...
I wanna be
you
in
so,
the future.
That's what I'm saying. Your face is like a palette. Your face, you can't... So I share a similar gift or burden, if you will call it. It's not in my face, but my body language. If I'm angry, you'll see my body language. If I'm depressed or sad or just disappointed or bored, like my back and my this is my very like everyone who's hung out with me or lived with me, like roommates or best friends or girlfriends, ex-wife, whatever, they know like I'm usually like low energy or sometimes just like very not happy. But I never express it, but it's in my body language, So I understand like but different from you, for you it's in your face, which is a little different. For me, having struggled with my own Korean identity, and with like my superiors and authority, I always like talk back, So it's not exactly, I wasn't exactly the best boy, best guy I could be. But yeah, it is a little different. But well, you're in America now, so this is a way better place to be than Korea, I think, for someone like us, for someone like you. you could be in YouTube videos. That's what you could be.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Has anyone like friends or family like see that Cute Park video and they like
No,
did they
no,
DM you? They haven't seen it?
No. If my parents know what I'm doing
Yeah.
in here,
Yeah. They'll get very concerned. They'll get very curious.
definitely they say, go back to Korea right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
That's very Korean. That's very Korean. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a good experience in New York City so far, so I'm so satisfied to
Yeah.
live in New York. So,
And you've been in New York City for how long? New York City area for how long?
okay, so first time I used to live in New Jersey for my job. My company was in near Fort Lee, but after COVID they shut down, and I moved to Manhattan because rent was so cheap.
Yeah, I was telling you this.
Yeah. And then I got a job, my current job, and my company is in Flushing. So now I moved to Flushing. I live in Flushing.
Yeah. How do you like Flushing so far?
Food is cheap and nice.
That's about it, right?
That's it. That's it. So yeah, some of my friends they told me, oh yeah, the Flushing is good for you.
Yeah.
You're Asian.
Yeah.
So Flushing is Asian area.
Do you notice the difference? Maybe me asking you this question will start kind of you thinking about it, maybe a bias already. But have you noticed a difference between the Koreans who live in Flushing and the Koreans who live in New Jersey? Like Flushing and like, that, Little Neck, that whole area, Bayside area Koreans versus the New Jersey Koreans.
What?
See, so now I'm making you think about it. So you didn't think about this before.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
that.
No. Maybe there's no difference. Maybe I'm just making this up.
I think no different, but
Yeah.
I prefer New Jersey
Yeah.
because the Flushing area, there's so many Chinese people there, and then kind of dirty compared to
It
New
is.
Jersey.
It is.
Yeah.
So the Flushing equivalent to New Jersey is like Jersey City.
Wow, you can't compare Jersey City and
Yeah.
Flushing.
Why? What's the difference?
So different. I feel like now Jersey City and
Oh, because there's nice part of Jersey City.
Jersey
Yeah.
City, that part is almost similar to Manhattan. So
Yeah, that's
can't-
true.
Can't
That's
compare,
true.
Yeah.
There's no nice part to Flushing.
Yeah.
That's true. You caught me. That's good. But yeah, it's.
Yeah. So
I guess there's no difference.
Yeah, so some of my friends, oh yeah, good for you. No,
Yeah.
no, not good for me.
Yeah.
I'm already. I was born in Korea and raised up in Korea whole my life, over 30 years. What's the difference?
Yeah.
I want to experience more different
Yeah.
things in New York.
Yeah.
So that's why I came here, and so I had a housing problem last year, so that's why I moved to Flushing. But now I'm looking for a new area to
Yeah.
move.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Let's take a little conversation tour around New York City area because I love this place.
Oh, you mean Hell's Kitchen?
No, overall the greater New York City area overall.
Ah, okay.
So you know a little bit of Flushing, you know a little bit about Queens. Queens, I was in Sunnyside and Astoria for a little bit, so those areas are nice. It's close to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Sunnyside's good, but it's like a lot of old people.
Yeah, but I lived at Sunnyside for
you lived in-
1 year.
Oh,
Yeah.
you live there, so you know.
2021.
Yeah, you lived there.
used to. You know,
I used to live near the Home Depot.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
I move a lot.
Yeah.
For 4 years, I move 5 times or six times.
No, I
so
move
tired.
almost once a year. In New York City, average like now it's like getting a little longer, but like 14 months I'll move every 14 months. I lived in Astoria for 1 year during the pandemic, but there was nothing going on. It was nice, but don't go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's overrated. There's nothing good in Brooklyn.
Really?
It's overrated. Yeah. I mean, if you like to party and do drugs, Brooklyn's good. If you'd like to take mushrooms and weed, that's good. And just,
Okay.
like, barely have a job. But also just to like hang out and visit, like the Hamptons and the Hudson River Valley, take the train up, that's good. Like New Jersey, Atlantic, Jersey Shore, the beach there is good. So there are a lot of places to hang out, but places to live. So I think somewhere between. I mean, if you want to still stay close to Manhattan, I think somewhere between like Queens and like some parts of Brooklyn isn't too bad. I like Greenpoint a lot. Greenpoint's really nice. Greenpoint is just
Yeah, I know.
Greenpoint, yeah, just south of LIC. I don't like New Jersey. There's nothing in New Jersey. I don't know why. My sister lives there.
Oh, really?
I guess it's because my time in LA. New Jersey reminds me of LA.
Oh.
So it's like you have to drive everywhere, everything's spread out. Sometimes you get stuck in traffic and you're just like so dependent on a car, you know. So it's like it's very similar to LA for me, and it's just like that's too familiar. It's yeah, I've done that for 12 years, 11 years in
Yeah.
LA. So
Understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. What do you like when you imagine where you live? Like, what do you need? Like for me, like I need to know at least 3 good coffee places. That's not like chain. That's not like
Oh, coffee place near your
for
place?
me coffee, multiple coffee places, multiple bars, and multiple like cheap food, of course. Those 3 and a place to walk. That's like all I need. Those 4 things.
For me,
Yeah, what do you need?
maybe you already know one of I usually go outside after work. I usually don't stay in my place. So I don't care.
You go outside, you sound like a werewolf.
But I,
At night, you just go out. You sound like a Dracula.
so I just only think about how far from the station.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But that's New York City life. That's perfect.
So
Close to like Manhattan, Koreatown, 32nd Street.
to be honest, I don't go to Korean town a lot by myself.
Yeah.
If I hang out with my friends and
Yeah.
they really want to go to Korean town
Sure.
to eat something, at the time only go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not interested in Korean towns.
Yeah. Yeah. What girl goes to K-Town by herself? No. That's pretty wild. I go to K-Town by myself.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
For food?
No, just to
Bar?
drink.
Oh,
So Koreatown, let me tell you something. Koreatown here, and I'm sure it's like that everywhere, every American city where there's a Koreatown. But Koreatown, Manhattan, there's a group of guys, and we literally became friends because we would go to the same places and keep seeing each other. We weren't friends before, but we became friends because we keep meeting each other drunk. So there was like now I'm like 42 now. Now I'm a little older and like my health is like a little like, priority is getting up. So yeah, but before then, I remember like a few of these guys. The very first time I hung out with one of them, sober, not drinking, was just like so different. Because each time I would see him for like 10 years, I was just completely drunk. You know? And we always like, hey, let's get lunch sometime. Let's not drink or whatever. Now it's like kind of boring.
yeah.
Yeah, but so there's some guys, and for some reason they're not. Maybe it's just my preference now, but they're not. I'm the only Korean guy. You know, they're all not Korean, but they like to hang out in K-Town. Yeah.
You know, I don't drink alcohol because
Yeah.
I'm lightweight.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, because you're lightweight. You're not like allergic to anything.
just lightweight. And I don't know. There's some people say, "Oh, alcohol is so delicious." No, I don't know.
You're very not Korean.
So what is that taste? Nothing, and it's so
Yeah.
bitter.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
it. And you know, without alcohol, I can
Good.
be playful.
You are.
Already enough.
Right now. Just have some coffee. Just have Dunkin' Donuts. We should be sponsor us, Dunkin'. There we go.
Oh,
Where's yours?
Okay.
Here.
Oh, here.
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers, Dunkin'. Let's go.
Thank you.
So funny. But that is like an important, not important skill. I don't want to say skill. That's a good thing to have. Because I think I'm going that direction too. Well, you see me drinking, partying, and all that, but it's just like getting tired of it. Like it's not good for my health, and I have to recover the next day. It's just,
I understand.
It's
I
very
understand. Yes.
like today. So like, yesterday was because like we hung out Friday, and then so we the group of us, like 10 of us or whatever, we had a good time. But Saturday was
We had a 곱창.
yeah,
It's delicious.
so it was pretty good. So I didn't even eat that much. I was just busy drinking with the guys.
Really?
Yeah, I was just busy drinking with everybody. And then the next day, yesterday, Saturday, it's just like hungover and just like whatever, doing not that productive. It wasn't even. I wanted to do some work. I wanted to do some things, but of course, my body wasn't up to it. And then today, it's like, oh, I woke up early. I was like, okay, my day's set. Movie, podcast. So I was like, woke up early. I went to the gym before the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 'cause
You went?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I saw your text. Oh, she's gonna be late. I was like already at the gym, changing clothes, coming out, taking a shower.
부지런하다.
Yeah. I try to be. See, that's naturally I can be like that. Yeah, I'm not that lazy, but it's like if I drink too much, then I get
Yeah,
hungover.
only the
Yeah,
time.
if I get hungover.
The hangover, yeah.
Yeah. Is it what's hangover in Korean?
숙취.
Sukchi. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Sukchi.
Sukchi. Interesting. Yeah. The Korean lesson for you guys. There you go. What else is there? Now, what else can we talk about? What were we talking about? Oh, the acting school.
Oh yeah, acting
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Yeah, I already checked the schedule,
Yeah.
but they already opened.
They started this. I was
spring,
looking.
spring semester.
Yeah. So I sent it to you, and I looked at myself. So this is the acting school I went to.
Already sold out.
Yeah. It's popular.
Oh my. So yeah, next time
Yeah.
for summer.
Yeah. So
season.
as I was talking to HyoJeong about her amazing face, I was like pushing two things. One, acting school. She should not like become an actor. You can become an actor, but you should check out this acting class I took, which is the Barrow Group here in New York. Pretty damn good school. I mean, I took one summer beginning acting course, and I had a blast, and it was just a lot of fun. And I now not because I learned something so like mysterious or academic or like intensity. No, it was just very simple and very light and a lot of fun with other people from like they're developers, they're like salesmen, they're students, whatever. And so now like when watching every movie like we saw Broker today, I appreciate a little more like what the actors are doing. And just like some of the actors like I can fully believe they're that character, but also appreciate the work they're doing. Like it's like two different ideas, but I can believe both at the same time. Like I can see like this Korean famous actress named Baeduna. Baeduna is in this movie, and I can believe that is Baeduna. I remember her from movies and shows I saw a long time ago. But I can also believe she's that character in that movie. She does it really well. So that's kind of, if anything, that's like the best thing I got from that acting class. Although I do want to take some more classes and just have fun with it. But yeah, it was sold out, huh? Yeah, it just started. I think it starts like this week or something.
That's why I really like to meet new people because they gave me usually the good motivation to do something.
Yeah.
So I didn't know the acting school.
Yeah.
But you introduced me, and then it is my the goal this year. So thank you.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Really? There you go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Whew.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's keep each other motivated. You take that. I do want to take more classes just for fun.
Yeah. So last year I learned swing dance.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Nice.
the people usually know I took the K-pop dance class, but I also took swing dance class because one of my friends really liked to swing dance. So I was curious.
Yeah.
What is the swing dance I
Yeah.
wanna do? And
So
then
you were like watching YouTube videos about it.
No, I just went to the
You
class.
you just went.
Yeah, the class,
I like
and then I learned the step and the turning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it was also motivation from him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I thank God I really have I have a good friends.
Yeah.
And they give me the
Yeah.
motivation
Yeah.
and cheer for myself.
Yeah.
Hey, sister, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swing dance. I thought about.
Oh,
I don't know about swing dance.
swing dance is a kind of salsa dance.
It kind
Oh,
of is.
with a not couple, well, partner.
Partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like American traditional.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, so that's
Like,
why
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
reason I
yeah.
took the class.
Mm-hmm.
I learned the American cultures more.
Ah. There you go.
And then the other reason is I wanna looking for
Yeah.
a guy.
A guy who can dance is fucking sexy. I love it. There's nothing. There's like so. I've done. I told you I've done some stand-up comedy. I've done some like
Yes.
practice open mics. That's not really that big of a deal. I like to be funny and I like to write jokes and think of jokes and perform that, which I'll probably start again. I haven't done it in a few months, but I'll probably start again. But yeah, I think guys who can dance are way sexier than guys who are funny. Guys who are funny, that's cool too. But guys who can dance, that's like any kind of dance. Swing, salsa's sexy. Salsa, hip hop.
How about you?
I can't dance. I can barely stand. I can't dance. Yeah. Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, but that's the thing about, so you were just saying like how if you have friends will give you, new friends will give you new ideas, new motivation. That's exactly it. Like once I took that acting class, no, it's like I've done a little bit of stand-up open mic comedy. And then, okay, but I kind of am curious about like the acting and the performance.
Oh.
Because when I'm on my phone and I'm on like YouTube and Instagram or TikTok, whatever, and I see people doing stand-up comedy, it's all very boring to me. I mean, it's like the joke can be funny, but the face, like, that's why I like your face, because it's very, but the other, blah, 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 ha, ha, ha. But it's like, it's very like gray.
Oh, great.
It's like there's no color, So I remember when I was a kid, I didn't even understand English, but I was in America as a kid, and I would watch like these white comedians, black comedians, and they're just so damn funny because like especially black comedians, like they're just so expressive. Their face was so funny. They're acting out all the stories and jokes. And it's just like I didn't understand what was going on, but I knew there was something there. So I kind of was already curious about taking an acting class because the performance and the emotion, the stage presence, and so I took it and I was just like, okay. But then I see, back in my head was just like, oh, dancing is important too. Dancing is important. Voice acting, voice lessons is important.
Oh, your voice is already perfect.
Oh, thank you.
I love your voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's so funny. We were at that one house party, right? You came late. Remember the house party?
Oh, do you remember? I was late.
Yeah.
You remember?
Of course.
Ooh.
Yeah. I might get drunk, but I still remember it a lot. But I don't know if you probably may have left before you got there. But there was this Chinese American guy. I think he's Chinese American. Chris Cheng. Oh, I shouldn't say his full name. Chris. Chris.
Is it okay?
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
No one's watching this. But yeah, Chris. Well, it's a common name. It doesn't really matter. Chris, this guy, and it was funny because how I met you and I met him around this. I was telling you guys, both of you guys, individually the same thing. Chris is an Asian guy, just normal cool Asian guy, but his voice is even one octave lower than mine.
Oh.
It's straight up bass,
Wow.
straight up baritone. Oh, so cool. So if you meet him, it's like, hey man, he's like, oh, like Darth Vader, like
Nice
just
to meet
yeah, it's so cool. It was so cool. So within like a couple of minutes of like meeting him, talking to him at that house party, I was telling him, hey man, have you thought about becoming a voice actor?
Oh.
He's like,
He did?
He's like, nah, not really. So it's like I was giving him an idea too. It's like you should. I was telling him about the acting school I went to, but it's like you should look into being a voice actor. But also, he's a New Yorker, so he has that New York accent. I was like, man, you like you're an Asian dude who's obviously American born, New Yorker. That's actually really cool from a voice acting perspective because there's a lot of adult oriented animation coming out that's now US based, not like Japan or Asia or whatever. But like Americans love animation that's meant for adults, adult humor,
Right.
adult like themes, things like that. And your voice, especially as an Asian, everything Asian now is so hot. We were talking about this. So you should look into that. But yeah, that was kind of funny. I was telling him that, and I was telling you to go to
Acting school.
a lot more Asian. So it was funny because I was there that summer. It was 20 people? 20 people.
Yes.
It's like 20 people, right?
Yes.
I was the only Asian guy there. There were 2 Asian girls. Oh. So like 11 people were like white. 11, 12 people were white. And then the 8 people were like black, Indian, Asian. One Asian guy, 2 Asian girls. And so I'm like, like Hispanic but like more than half were white people. Yeah. So it's
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about, just being Korean, being Asian, we're here, of course I came as a baby, but still I have very Korean parents, first generation parents. So we're taught to like follow the rules, make a lot of money, be stable, don't do anything weird. That's what they do, I don't hey, this is funny. You're laughing, but this is my life. So my people ask me, my best friends and and guests on this Tommy Danger experience. They we get to know each other. We talk a little bit, and they're like, "What are your parents like? How do they like your podcast?" I'm like, They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know this.
Yeah.
First of all, they don't know internet. They don't. But it's kind of scary because my dad figured out how to use YouTube now. So that's all he watches is YouTube. He watches everything on YouTube. Well, like
Maybe-
Korean news and whatever.
Oh yeah.
So maybe I don't know. The internet's a big world. YouTube is a big platform. So very minimal chance that he can find me. But yeah, it's like
But what can you do?
yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah. It's a good thing he doesn't understand English that well. So that's what I tell him. Like, well, first of all, they don't know what a podcast is. Secondly, like they don't really understand English at all. So it's like, how can I tell them like trying to be a podcast / comedian? Like. But it's funny. So I did tell my mom this because my mom's cool. I love my mom. I was taking just for fun. I was taking an acting class.
Oh.
초보 연기 수업, beginner acting class. She's like, why? I'm like, oh, just for fun.
Fun.
Yeah. She's like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. If you want, just do.
Yeah. What other fun things have you tried? New things, different things. But so you tried swing dancing.
Swing dancing.
You've done some hip hop dancing too. Yeah.
Not hip hop dancing, K-pop dance.
K-pop dancing. Okay. What else have you done? Let's go over your resume. What else have you done?
Oh, yes. Last year I had. Oh, okay. Oh, I was a soju bottle.
Yeah.
I was a soju bottle mascot.
Your mascot?
Yeah, the soju bottle mascot in Korean festival.
You were the soldier girl?
Yeah.
Did you wore a little mini skirt?
No. I was in the soju bottle
You're
mascot.
the mascot.
I was.
You're in the bottle.
Yeah, I was in the bottle. And
I was like,
and the people. Well, people made me happy too because they said,
they love you.
Soju bottle.
Wait.
I want to take a picture with you.
So it was like in Times Square,
No, Union Square.
Union Square.
Yeah, and then
In the daytime, promotional. Yeah.
no. Every October third Sunday, there is a Korean festival.
Ah, I think
Yeah,
I saw
whole
this.
day.
Yeah.
Whole day.
Yeah.
From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I think I saw some of my friends posting this too.
Yeah.
So you were
I was
there
in the soju
in the
bottle.
bottle. It's perfect for you. That's amazing. How many times have you done that?
No, it was my first time.
That was it that one time?
Yeah, only one time, only one day, but it was so nice. And then,
amazing.
yeah, after that,
I was
felt very
thinking,
happy.
I was like thinking like the sexy mini skirt soju out, and because so this is what happens, in like not like Korean places because they already have soju, but like more like maybe like Japanese sushi places or like just like any place they can market soju to.
Oh,
Soju,
yes,
soju
yes.
sake too.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
like even like sports bars. You know?
Oh, yes, yes.
So the company will come, the brand will come, multiple girls, you know, high heels, little mini skirts. Thought you were one of them. It's just like pouring shots for people. I was like, oh, that's really hot, HyoJeong.
No,
You're the mascot.
it couldn't because, in New York, the outside
Yeah.
to sell the
You can't. Yeah, of course.
the alcohol
Yeah,
and the
you're just-
promote alcohol.
You're just advertising.
Yeah, it's just advertising.
Yeah.
I was so too. And then before that, I was work for Korean. How can I say? Korean brand export. I was interpreter.
interpreter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I worked for them 2 days. At the time, Korean president went to New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. You remember? Or
I don't
not,
remember
but
this.
Yeah, the last September.
Yeah.
The-
This is a previous president, not the current one.
No, the current one.
Oh, the current one.
Yeah, 윤석열 대통령이.
Yeah.
He came to New York.
Ah, I forgot about this.
Yeah, at the time,
I'm not Korean, so I don't get it.
at Pier 17, they had a Korean export, Korean brand export.
Yeah.
To
Like a convention.
to promote Korean brand
Yeah.
to New York, and then I was interpreter, and I want to help to them to how can I say?
Did you meet the Korean president?
I wanna be.
That would be amazing if you met.
And he was supposed to come to Expo,
Yeah.
but he didn't. He didn't, and then
He didn't make it. He was supposed to be there.
He was supposed to, and everybody's the waiting for him for 2 hours.
He didn't make it.
He didn't make, and he chose New York, University of New York. New York
NYU?
there? Oh, NIU.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went there, and then
Yeah.
he speech something
Yeah.
instead of Expo.
Expo. Yeah, he just wants to talk to NYU students.
We are waiting for 2 hours. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was so glad to help to them. I really wanna help to the Korean things.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the Korean government, the Korean company, Korean people, and the Korean culture. And I really wanna help a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, contribute. I wanna contribute a little
Contribute,
bit.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I was, 잘했다.
You're congratulating
Yeah,
yourself.
I
Yeah.
did well. I
Yeah.
did well.
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the last year, I had some good memories.
Yeah.
Like this. But some people ask me, why you did that?
Yeah. Because it's like you're volunteering,
Yeah, the volunteering.
Your own time.
Yeah.
but then your Korean friends are like, why do you,
Why
Yeah.
you did?
yeah,
Why you wasting your time?
wasting your time? Yeah.
Why? No, I didn't waste my time.
Yeah.
I think everything I can learn from everything.
Yeah.
So I can learn the lessons from them.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point because you'll see. I mean, it's one thing if you see Korean Americans like me. I mean, I don't care about. I didn't know the president was here last year, but it's funny to see like other like, recent immigrants from Korea, like as coming to the U.S. as adults. I don't think like most adults as Koreans, you come here especially if you're single, like they don't have that long-term thinking. They're like, I guess I'll come here, study here, go to graduate school, go to college, work here a little bit and see what happens. So it's like for them, it's like they can only look ahead 6 months, 1 year, 2 years at a time. They're not looking 10. They're not thinking, I'm American now. you know, like the legal visa status and all, it's all up in there, so it's understandable. But it's another thing to think about, exactly what you're thinking, is like volunteering, contributing. Like no one thinks like that, you know, like when you mentioned Korea society, Korea society is like, it's a very, I think from what I know, it's somewhat of a prestigious nonprofit here in the New York City area for
Right.
Koreans, right?
Right.
And but I went to one of their events, and it was pretty cool. It was like some finance / Korean thing that they were hosting, and yeah, it's everyone there was not just polite, but they're also like they're like me. They're Korean American, you know. But it's just who they are. They just really feel like the mission is to like the cultural exchange, the cultural
Yeah,
awareness.
culture- yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. To them, it's like really important. And I'm just like, really? Like even before, like we were talking about this before, but even before like K-pop and BTS and Blackpink became popular, even before all that, I'm just like, to some ways, I'm like, is that really necessary? But for me, I'm coming from a very like Western heavy, American heavy, even though I speak Korean fluently, conversationally at least, but I'm just very intentionally, or I don't know, maybe it's just my style. I don't really like pay too much attention to like Korean stuff. But like, granted though,
Even you, right?
even me. So it's kind of
right,
like, it is kind of awkward, and I feel guilty sometimes. I feel embarrassed sometimes, you know. I'm only like enjoying the best, you know, like Broker or Parasite, you know, or Minari, you know, like things like that come up. It's like, oh, it's a movie. I'll go watch a movie. But everything else, I kind of ignore. You know, but that's good for you. I'm very
Yeah, you know, I did a photo shoot with
Yeah.
a photographer with Hanbok
yeah
recently,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
yeah.
Yeah, and then at the time I was posing with Hanbok.
You're very good at
I
that.
feel very
Yeah.
feel gorgeous with the Hanbok. And the people
Yeah.
passing by me
Yeah.
and oh my god, what is that dress?
Yeah.
So elegant, so beautiful. I said, Korean traditional dress, Hanbok.
You should do that every weekend. That's cultural exchange right there. You go on Brooklyn Bridge, just do that. You know how many foreigners come on Brooklyn Bridge? Yes, you should go to the Statue of Liberty just at the base and just do that. Yeah.
So I want to do my best.
Yeah.
I like New York. I
Uh-huh.
like America, but I wanted to keep my identity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't use my English name.
Good. Good.
And I don't know. The people usually have their English name,
Uh-huh.
right? I also have my English name is Jenna.
Okay.
Jenna.
Jenna, yeah.
But I'm not sure Jenna is the good on me or not.
Yeah.
The people thinking about their image, right?
Yeah.
So Jenna and my image
Jenna's
is
too simple. Honestly, let me tell you, maybe it's just my bias. Jenna's a slut girl's name.
oh sorry guys.
Don't do Jenna.
So that's why
Jenna's a bitch's name.
that's why I don't use my English name.
Yeah. Don't use Jenna.
Yeah.
Forget Jenna.
Yeah, and then definitely the people are very difficult to pronounce my name.
Yeah.
HyoJeong.
Yeah.
So people
That's
say
too much.
HyoJeong,
Yeah, it's too much.
Yujeong, Hyuyong, and whatever. I just use my name.
Yeah.
And
If anything, if you still want to explore having an American name that's just easy, at least in the office space or professionally, or like you go to Starbucks, you have to give a name. Just do something completely different. Don't just because your name has a J and you're gonna use, that's a lot of people do it.
yeah, maybe it's better to use just HJ or something.
Emily, Ellen,
But I feel like, why I need to use my English name? You
yeah,
know?
sure.
I have my own name.
But see, that's amazing. That's cultural exchange right there. That's cultural awareness right now. Like, teach other people how to say HyoJeong. Because, just like, okay, let's repeat after me 5 times. Like repeat after me 10 times, Because no Korean insists on, and if you politely but firmly Tell foreigner, tell like non-Koreans how to pronounce it. And it's like, okay, I don't mean to be rude, but can I teach you how to say my name?
Yes, yes.
So there was this one. This is a great story. There was this one Indian comedian, and he's already on TV. He's not like starting. He's already on TV. He has his own talk show. So, but he was invited to be a guest on Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
white lady comedian,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So she's really famous, right?
Yeah,
She has
right,
a
right.
primetime daytime talk show. So this Indian guy, he's like, he's like me. He's fully American, but his name is spelled Hasan. So
Hassan?
yeah, Hassan.
Hassan?
So if you, as American in that English, you'll say Hassan. But so the host Ellen, she introduced Hassan. Very first thing he says that, oh, okay, well, I don't want to be too rude, but it's actually pronounced Hassan. It's not Hassan, it's Hassan.
Oh.
It's spelled Hassan.
Oh.
It looks like Hassan, but you pronounce it Hassan.
Hassan.
Yeah. So after that interview, after that show,
changed it?
all the Indians. No, he always introduced himself as Hassan. It's just like when you see it written, you'll say Hassan. But he always introduced himself as Hassan. But after that show, all his cultural people, I guess Indians, all the brown people, they're like, "What are you doing, man? Why do you have to correct? She's a famous Hollywood daytime talk show host. Why do you have to be such a dick to her?" And he's like, "I don't care. She needs to pronounce. She's so much richer and more famous than you. You're nothing." I'm like, "I don't care. It's my name. I need to teach her how to say it right." And I thought about that. I was like, he's fucking right. He's 1,000% right. I'm like, I have it easy because I have a Western name.
Yes,
My
yes.
dad calls me Tommy. But only when he's happy. If he's mad, he'll call me my Korean name. But yeah, he was 1,000% right. So I think like even like volunteering and contributing, that's great and all. But I think even little things like, here, let me teach you how to say my name. HyoJeong, even though it's impossible, they'll never learn it.
But the time passed, they get used to my name.
Sure.
So later they can speak my name very correctly.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
there's not too many different Korean names are not too different. They're all somewhat similar. So there's a good chance that they'll meet someone whose name is not too different from yours, like Hyo or Chung. Like it's all the same. So they might see that. If they know how to pronounce Son Heung-min,
Oh yes.
which is not that easy, they can pronounce your name. That's what I'm saying. It's like some of them are getting, because they hear it a lot, and like all the ESPN, they try to learn it as best as possible too, So you teach them, they'll learn. They should learn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't use my English name, and then some people guess my name from Korea. So nice to meet you.
like-
I'm HyoJeong,
Yeah.
and they say, "Oh, are you Korean?
Uh-huh.
Oh yes. How did you know? Your name.
Yeah.
So oh my god. So,
See, they already know. They already
yeah,
know.
there is no yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times, so
So I want to expose
Yeah.
Korean name
Good.
to other people.
good.
Yeah. So
Keep
I
it.
don't know.
Keep it.
Just a little bit contribute.
That is a huge contribution. Yeah. What else have you here? Because I have like this. And he's like, okay, it's stupid jokes, but it's like material for like stand-up comedy, right? So it's like growing up in the U.S. Whenever I tell people I'm Korean, like I hear it's always like the top 3 things I hear is like, oh, something about food. I was like, oh, I love kimchi.
Kimchi, sai, tigino
I like-
sai.
I love barbecue, like some kind of K-pop star.
Yeah.
I love Blackpink. And usually the K-pop stuff comes from black women. Black women love K-pop.
Oh,
Do you know this?
I heard about that.
Black
Yes.
women
Yes,
And it doesn't matter where they're from. They could be American, they could be Caribbean, they could be African. Black women all over the world love BTS. They know everything. They know even like black K-pop history. So I talk about the singers I know a long time ago. They know all that. They're teaching me.
Is there any reason?
I don't know
No?
why. They're just very fascinated by it. I mean, it's just like black guys, black men. They love Japanese anime,
Oh yeah.
so they love it more than Asian guys.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I
So black women, they love Asian pop, K-pop. It's really funny. So it's like something. Oh, it's always something about. So one is food, two is music, three is my best friend in high school is Korean. I always hear that.
Oh.
Oh, oh, you're Korean. My best friend in high school is Korean.
Yes.
It's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my cousin.
Oh yes. And I all of a sudden it made me comes out something. And
What?
oh yeah, whenever I introduce from myself, hi, nice to meet you. I'm HyoJeong from Korea, and then some of them ask me north or south.
I can't believe people still do that.
So I was wondering why they ask me. Of course, South Korea. No, North Korea can
Okay, so this
come
is-
to USA. I don't know.
This is my little challenge to you. Okay, whenever you feel like being mischievous, do you know the word mischievous? Do you know what that means? Mischief.
Mississippi.
Mischief.
Mischief.
Mischief. Mischief.
Mischief.
Mischief is like 장난꾸러기.
Oh.
Whenever you want to be mischievous,
Uh-huh.
that's a good Korean word, 장난꾸러기. If you want to be a mischievous, just say you're from North Korea.
Wow. Wow.
just like cold face.
야, 대놓고.
Cold face.
나 북한에서 왔어요.
Oh, okay. So let's act it out. Okay. Hi, I'm Tommy.
Hi, I'm HyoJeong. I'm from Korea.
Oh, you're from Korea? Oh, wow. Can I ask you, are you from North or South Korea?
Of course, North. Of course, North.
Wait, I heard I don't know how to ask you. How'd you get out? Isn't it?
That's what I want to know.
You know what I say? Sometimes I do this, especially if I'm in K-Town drinking by myself, and they ask me that. It's just like really nice white people from like Ohio or something. They just came to Koreatown because they find it on TripAdvisor and they go to a 30-second show. Oh wow, K-Town. So it's like I'm from North. Well, how are you? Oh, I'm not really supposed to say this, but the North Korean leader, my very, very distant cousin. I'm supposed to be here officially. I mean, my last name's Kim too, but I'm like a diplomat. But I just get a paycheck. I just live here. I don't really do much. half are like, you're fucking with me, and the other half believe. Yeah.
So
They have no point of reference. They have no focal point. They
So-
have no idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanna ask you why they ask me North or Korea.
Because see,
yeah.
okay, I know it from the other side. See, I am my life is so like uniquely split because elementary school I went to both Korean and American school. In America, you're going through like upper elementary, middle school you start to learn world geography. So when you learn that, you learn Japan, China, Taiwan. Taiwan is to American people. Taiwan is a country, even though they grew up. Oh, it's not officially
Yes.
a country.
Yes,
But
yes.
but as a kid, you learn. Oh, there's Taiwan. There's North and South Korea. Okay, next page. They just go right through it. They don't. There's nothing else taught about it.
Uh-oh.
And there was a war. There was a Korean War, and that's it. That's it. They don't talk about who was part of that. They don't know anything. So they just know. It's like just a
Okay, they don't have any background about Korea,
no
right?
background,
Okay.
no idea, no history.
Okay.
It's just a reaction.
Okay, if that reason, I understand.
Yeah.
But whenever they ask me, I feel like, what a stupid question.
Yeah. Because
진짜 놀리는 거야? 뭐야?
yeah, they think they're from
I
your
feel bad,
from
to be
Koreans from a Korean's perspective, it's like they're fucking with us, aren't they? You know, like because so now in the last 10 to 15 years, now they have an idea. Finally, they have an idea since like 2010, 2005, maybe 2010. They finally have an idea that North Korea is like a really, really bad place. So, you know, there's this like girl from, you know, the lady from North Korea. She's a refugee. Park Young-mi. Have you heard of her? Young-mi Park.
No.
So she's a North Korean refugee. She's now in the U.S.
Oh.
She comes on podcasts and talk shows. And she
Oh.
talks about her experience because she escaped. She was actually in the prisons. You know, the political prison.
Wow.
Like so she experienced that all. And so somehow she escaped. You know, she's like really short too because she's malnourished. You know,
Okay.
but she has books and she's podcasts and all
Wow.
that. So people are like hearing stories like that. They're understanding that North Korea is really bad. You know, so it's like, but it's still such a for the pop culture reference. Like it's still like, there's North Korea, there's South Korea, but they don't know. They don't know. It's like North Korea is like very weird. South Korea is like BTS and you know very cool and all. So, but that's all they know. They don't know that it's complete hellhole. They have no idea.
Okay.
They don't even know about how bad China is, you know. They think China's cool. Well, there's so many Chinese people all around the world.
Okay.
It shall be cool, you know. But now because of like TikTok and Instagram, like a black person, like now it's becoming a thing where now it's like Instagram trend where like black people travel all around the world and then people just they just follow. There's just like Chinese people just like, oh, that person's black. But they don't like really they don't. They're of course it's like it's not to blame them. It's not their responsibility, but it's just like very like stark contrast to like how they live. Because you're not supposed to stare, you know. But they go to India, they're like, what? Men, they're like this, you know, like white lady on the beach, you know, like bikini, whatever, or maybe just towel and whatever, and just like a whole group of Indian men around her. But that to us that makes sense. That makes sense. But to them, it's like this is so strange, you know.
Yeah.
So they're like recording it. It's like this is what happens if you travel alone. If you're like a white woman, travel alone to some parts of the world. Yeah.
Okay, now I clear.
Yeah,
Now I understand.
Yeah.
So that's why these days I just introduce myself. Oh, I'm from Seoul,
Yeah.
South Korea,
Yeah.
and done.
Yeah.
No more question.
I've been in this country like now more than half my life. It's still awkward for me to say South Korea. I'm never comfortable saying South Korea. But it's casual when we're talking about current events and in Korea, Naman, Bukhan. Yeah, so yeah, South Korea, North Korea. That's natural. That's just a conversation, right? But when I'm dealing with Americans, dealing with non-Asians, and you know, like they don't have no idea, then it's like, oh, I'm from South Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross.
Same here,
yeah.
but I really hate to listen that stupid question.
Yeah.
North or
Yeah.
South.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, just say North Korea. From
Yeah.
now. Just say North Korea. Just why not? As if what's gonna change, you know? They'll probably respect you even more, you know? Just say North Korea. Just say you and I will be North Koreans from now on, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all distant cousins of
funny.
Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-un.
Oh, funny.
I remember in 2000, what is it? 2012, 11 when Kim Jong-il died. So
Oh, yeah.
I woke up that day, I think it was a Friday, Saturday.
Wow.
I woke up that day and I was looking at my phone. I saw Twitter, like Kim Jong-il died. And then he's like, oh,
I
that's cool.
couldn't believe. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow. And then I call my
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow, I was kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Wow, he died.
Yeah. And I was like,
Wow.
he died. I'm just like, and I called my dad immediately. I don't know. I had to tell somebody. I called my dad. 아빠, 김정일 죽었대. He's like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh, even he didn't know.
Yeah. He didn't know.
I was, of course, at the time I was in Korea, and everybody worried about war.
Yeah.
전쟁 나는 거 아니야?
Yeah.
어떻게?
Yeah. And it's so funny to see it from like CNN and American news perspective, like because obviously in Korea it's insanely unstable situation with North Korea because it's like, but Americans like we don't even know, like okay, it's just the president, what's the deal,
Yeah.
Like some of them don't even know, like it's the grandfather, father, son, they don't even know that sometimes, it's like, oh, they're saying their names are similar. That they don't know. I have to tell them when I was a kid in Korea, so in America it's 911. Over there they have different numbers for different services, right?
Oh, really?
Well, maybe it's like all the same in Korea now, but I'm a little older than you. So when I was a kid in Korea, at least in Busan, this is how it was. Different numbers for everything. So different numbers for police, like 112. Different numbers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Still.
Still like see, like for like ambulance, for fire,
Yes,
and
everything is different.
then what's the last one?
Oh, 간첩.
Yeah, spy, espionage.
111.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's the
I
first
still
one.
remember.
Yeah, that's the first one. Actually, that's the first one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the most important one. Yeah.
Oh,
So
got
I have
it.
to tell them that, and they have no idea how to deal with that. They can't even remember. It's so impossible as an American, but like if you're like maybe like living in Eastern Europe, like Ukraine and Russia and all this like tension conflict, if you're like Taiwanese and conflict with China, like they can fully under Indian and Pakistan, they can fully understand that because there's like so much political tension. They knew that all their lives. But Americans is just so like YOLO and like party whatever, just like. But so I tell them like it's part of our emergency system. Like if we see a fire, we call the firefighters. If we see a spy, we call the spy hotline. It's like, hey, I see a spy, come get him. Like that's like even more important than the other things. They're like, oh, really? What the fuck is that? How do you know if they're a spy? Because they talk different. Wait, aren't you all Korean? No, yes, but yeah. They don't understand that. There's obviously because there's no way, there's no comparison for them. Like we're cool with Mexico as long as the cartels don't come over. They have no idea. They have no idea. I have a friend. So I have you heard of like all the cartels in Mexico and all that? I have a friend who's like, hey, let's go to Mexico this year. I'm like, have you been watching the news? Like, it should be safe in Mexico City. And like, no, man, I don't want to go. I don't ever want to go to Mexico. I will go to Mexico when it becomes the 51st state of United States. I don't need to go. I lived in LA for 11 years. That's like little Mexico. But yeah. It's so funny to deal with Americans, and you have to like forgive them for not understanding because they're still a bubble here. It's heaven here, really. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, so funny.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect I talk about North Korea.
Yeah. We talked about North Koreans. What have you? You were talking about this. So I'm just gonna bring it up. So you dated an Italian guy. What was that like? You're a Korean girl.
Ooh, I thought you forgot.
Yeah.
But you still
Hey,
remember?
I remember a lot of things. Even though I look dumb, I still remember.
걱정.
No, but I don't want to. We can cut this out if it's too personal. But was he Italian?
Yes.
Oh, that's so weird.
So weird, but
But you know why it's weird? It's because this part of the U.S. there's a lot of like third, fourth, fifth generation Italian Americans here. Like
well, he's from Italy. But I heard he recently got the green card. Anyway, yeah.
you should go back to that. He's got a green
한 번만
card.
다시 만나죠.
He's
Do I
basically
need to? No.
he's basically American.
Hey, but done is
Yeah.
done.
Done is done.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna take like 5 years for her to get his. So
Yeah, he's American.
He's-
Beep.
yeah, he's
He's Italian. Yeah. So he
That-
was my last ex-boyfriend. Mm.
that. So how did you think of that? The only thing I'm curious about is that cultural difference. You know.
I think, of course, there is a cultural difference and a language barrier as well. I think it depends on person, the
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah, that's
Personality
true.
is very important.
That's true. Did you think that your English got better with the time spent with him?
It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a
Or
good
did
point.
you learn Italian?
Yeah, Italian gestures, and then he has a strong Italian accent.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
so after him, my listening has been improved a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now I already got used to American accent, but still I sometimes very hard to understand. They talk about what they're talking about
Yeah.
from how can I say the French people, Italian people, and Chinese people. Sometimes Japanese people they have a very strong accent.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks to him,
Yeah.
I think I master Italian
Yeah.
Italian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's they're because I mean they love the opera. When they talk they're singing. They're not talking. Italians they not I'm not talking about Italians in New York, in New Jersey. I'm talking about Italians from Italy. They're like singing when they're talking. A little bit. It's just like there's a melody to it.
Oh yeah,
It's in there, especially at the ending. Yeah.
But he also told me Korean also has. You guys have an accent.
Okay, of course.
Like 뭐뭐잖아, 그렇잖아, 아니야,
One of my-
그렇잖아, like this.
My favorite, yeah, that's very true. My favorite, one of my favorite Asian comics. I think he's like half or full Filipino. His name is Joe Coy, and his famous he makes fun of all the Asians, of course, and his famous impression of Koreans is just imagine an Asian person getting high off of weed. That's how Koreans talk. 그랬었잖아. 너 하고 있어? Just imagine an Asian person really high. He did that joke. He's a famous comedian. He did that joke at a stadium. 50,000 people died laughing. Just 너가 뭘 말했어서? He's not even. I'm making actual questions. He's not making any. He doesn't know Korean, but he's just impersonating a Korean. And that I just saw that again last night on like TikTok or Instagram. I just died laughing. It was so perfect. But that is true. That is true.
It was so funny, but
Yeah.
I really try to
Yeah.
show my this sound.
Yeah. You try to hold it.
Yeah, I really hold
Yeah, it
the
doesn't matter.
sounds.
You're American now. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You're North Korean now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all like just waiting for. We're not waiting for Yoon Sung Yeol to come here. We're waiting for Supreme Leader Kim. No, that's like
Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un.
Oh my gosh.
He's not Supreme Leader. Maybe he's like mid leader. But yeah, that's interesting. My goal now, if I'm not really big on dating, but if I were to meet someone special, I want to date a non-Asian. That's my goal. I don't want. I've dated enough Asians. I don't want to be with another Asian again.
This is my goal as well. To be honest, since I moved to America, I never dated with. Oh no, I dated
Going on a date is different from dating, though. To be for me, as I see it, one date is not dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple dates is dating.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I dated. Some Asian guys, but mostly non-Asian guys I dated, and my officially the relationship was all from the American and Italian
Yeah.
and not non-Asian
Sure,
guys.
sure.
So
Cultural exchange. Very good. You're really good at that. Cultural contribution. You're very good at that.
It is not my intent.
Korea society should give you an award.
Please.
Certificate.
This is not my intention, but anyway, yeah, they're not from Asian. Anyway, but next time if I have a chance,
Yeah.
I want to date with
What do you want to date? Who do you want to date?
Asian guys.
Asian guy?
Yeah.
What kind of Asian guy? You want to date a guy who's been here for a while? You want to date a guy who not so long? You want to date a Korean guy, Chinese guy? Not too many Japanese guys. I don't meet too many Japanese guys.
I didn't date with a Japanese guy, so I'm curious. Japanese guy, but
There are not too many Japanese guys from Japan. You know, if you meet a Japanese guy, he's probably Hawaiian. You know, there's a lot of Japanese guys there's a lot of Japanese people in Hawaii, but like they can't. They're not like they're like, you know, they're ethnically Japanese, but they're like fourth, fifth generation Hawaiian. You know, so it's not maybe not that much, but at least third generation Hawaiian. So yeah, it's a little different.
yeah. So I'm not picky. So, but at least I just want to looking for who interested in Korean culture and a Korean background.
Oh, yeah, white guys love Korean culture. Yellow fever. My sister married a white guy.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's perfect. She's not. I have two sisters. One's more Korean and one's more not Korean, so that works out. The not Korean one married a white guy. Yeah.
Because it's very for me it's very important to meet with someone to date. If he knows about my country's culture, language, it's more too easy to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes if it's like I'm not excited about the idea of dating like even if it's like, you know, not that long, but like getting to know a Korean woman not that exciting for me, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's
Why?
nothing.
Because you already know.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just too familiar. That's all. If she's an interesting person, by all means, you know. Whereas, like, I went on a few dates with this one Korean girl, and she was like here in the U.S. As she was a Korean traditional dancer.
Wow.
So she was like basically a known dancer, and so she was here in the U.S. for like some kind of artistic exchange program.
Wow.
But she was obviously into all kinds of dance too. So that was interesting. She was a very interesting person. She's an artist more than being Korean. She was an artist. She thinks like an artist. She acts like an artist. She dresses like an artist. She looked like she was homeless. It's like, what are you wearing? Are you wearing an art? Is that art piece? You know?
Wow, interesting.
He's a very interesting
Yeah.
person. Very interesting person. She still is. But it's like that was very cool for me because for me, I was like that was like almost 10 years ago. I was just like accountant, khaki pants, button down, going to work, accounting.
So boring.
Yeah. So it's like accountant dating a dancer. That was very, very, very unique. But so for me, she, with a lot of different people in my life that I came across in different contexts, just like helped me like find me better, find myself, you know, became more loose, you know. So I think that's what, you know, a lot of people who move to another country, you know, they want to get immersed in absorb the culture and the language. Just date someone. Just date someone from like just like that, you know? Best way for a guy. I only speak Korean at this adult conversation level because of LA.
Oh.
I did not speak Korean this well when I first got there. I was very bad. Even though I went to Korean elementary school, like for like 4th and 5th, 6th grade, and I know how to write, I know how to read, but then I got more American education afterwards, so I forgot all that. But it's only my time in LA, K-Town, and going to a nightclub and like, you know, like nightclub booking and like going dates with girls and like, you know, like trying to hit on girls, speaking in Korean, whatever, and drinking at all like Korean places. You need to speak Korean. So it's like
That's why.
that's how I learned Korean because like
Your Korean so fluent.
oh, thank you. So that's why like it, and it's not just like linguistically fluid, but it's like situationally fluid. So it's like, you know, us hanging out with friends at parties and just hanging out and talking. It's like because I was so socially ambitious to learn and to be like, no, I'm like this is fun. This is more fun than like hanging out with like it's fun too hanging out with like American friends, things like that too. But this is like, you know, once again it's like Jeong and like friendship and something like about myself, you know. So that's why I was like, oh, like within a matter of a few years my Korean just went up so much, you know.
Yeah, so that's why I love to live in New York City. There are so many diversity. But it is also bad things to live because everybody is very easy to come, easy to go. And you know, oh yeah, so last week
It's a very transient city. It's a very like everything's like temporary. People are temporary.
yeah, that's why you know, this year it is almost 5th year to live in America, and I feel like New York is very attractive and New York is amazing city, but sometimes very empty, very temporarily. And then even not relationship, but even friendship, job, everything is very temporary.
Okay, so we're gonna get deep. So, and I think some of our listeners, observers, people are watching. They probably want this, even though they might not understand it. We're gonna switch to Korean from here on.
Why?
재미로. 그러니까 empty가 그러니까 도시가 empty라는 한국말로 어떻게 하지?
그냥 약간 그냥 새로운 사람들 만나기엔 너무 좋은 도시인데 근데 집에 돌아서면 약간 공허한 느낌. 그리고 to be honest,
공책 써야 돼.
공허하다. I will text you later. 그리고 I had my birthday party last year. But I checked. Oh, okay. So last week, it was my birthday. And then I checked my Google Drive, and it reminded me the 1 year ago pictures, 2 years ago picture.
떠잖아 그게.
Yeah,
작년에
또. 그래서 내가 I checked 1 year ago picture, and then okay, I had a big my birthday party, and then I checked them, and then some of them already went back their country, and some of them they bye.
1년 사이에 벌써 없어졌다고?
벌써 없어졌어. 요즘에 약간 서먹서먹해. 안 친한 사람도 있어. 그래서 그 사람들 중에 maybe only half people remain to
그게 진짜 신기한 게 coincidentally someone else in that group of friends that we hung out with last weekend or last couple of days ago, one of those guys, I mean, he's now my new friend, but I think you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he's new here, and he even said himself, he's like, where he's from in another big global city, he said that it's also like that. So he's here permanently. It's a big change for him, but he's also afraid of like investing in friends outside of work because the city before was also like that, where he lived for like so long. So, and that's really funny because I grew up moving around. Like 어렸을 때부터 이제 뭐 목사 아들이어서 뭐 그렇고 엄청 이사를 많이 다녀가지고 미국, 한국, 서부, 동부 다 살아봤으니까 내가 어른이 돼서 LA에서 11년 살고 뉴욕에서 이제 13년째고 I really don't want to move around. 내가 if I can control my life, 그래서 난 어른으로서 절대 크게 멀리 이사 안 가고 그냥 한 곳에서 그냥 편안한 대로 이사 가고 상황대로. 근데 나도 그런 게 진짜 사람들이랑 나 이제 조금 뭐랄까 익숙해졌으니까 그러니까 기대를 안 하지 오랫동안. 그러니까
그 기대를 안 한다는 게 슬퍼.
그렇지.
너무 이게 진짜 슬픈 일이에요. 정말 슬픈 일인데 내가 사람을 만나. 근데 이 사람이랑 내일 안 볼 수도 있어. 근데 서운해 하질 않아 서로. 너무 슬픈 얘기야 이게 사실은.
그게 그걸 보면 이제 나도 내가 이제 뉴요커로서 뭐 거의 미국 사람으로서 뉴요커로서 그게 나도 그게 감이 안 가. 그게 이 너랑 내가 방금 설명했던 뉴 프렌드도 그걸 설명하니까 oh shit I forgot about that 그런 거야. 그게 뭐 정이라는지 의리라는지 우정이라는지. 그러니까 그런 걸 또 까먹구나 내가. 근데 여기 그러니까 보통 여기 뭐 미국 사람들이지. 미국 사람들 그걸 너무 어떻게 봐? 냉정하게 봐. 나 그걸 너무 아니 근데 내가 몇 달 전인가 백인 친구가 있는데 친한데 근데 너무 그런 게 없는 거야. 문자 야너 소식 없네. 어디서 Where are you now? Like how are you doing? 텍사스로 이사 갔대. 이사 간 지 몇 달 됐대.
이사 간지도 몰랐지 근데.
말을 안 했으니까.
맞아.
Hey man, I'm so sorry man. I moved to Texas. What the fuck man? 그런 거야 그게.
그냥 그럴 때마다 내가 무슨 생각이 드냐면 나는 그냥 저 사람들한테 그냥 그저 그런 사람들이었나 보다. 그냥,
너가 그런 건지 아니면 이 사람이 그냥 대부분 generally 그렇게 하는 건지.
근데 그게 무엇이 되었던 간에 어쨌든 나는 그 사람한테 되게
결과는 똑같지.
내가 그 사람한테 중요한 사람이 아니었건 아니면 그 사람
어쨌든
원래
간에.
그런 사람이건 어쨌든
그렇게
마음이 그런 서운한 마음이 드는데 그런 서운한 마음조차도 들지 않도록 내가 내 스스로를 그냥 약간 그렇게 넘어가는 내 모습 이젠 아무렇지 않아지는 점점 무덤덤해지는 내가 이게 맞는 건가? 이게 사람 인간관계를 맺는 거에 있어서 이게 괜찮은 건가? 그래서 요즘에 잠깐 좀 그런 생각을 많이 해서 So I didn't have any birthday party this year. 왜냐면 이번에 또 해봤자 내년에 또 나랑 같이 있을지 멀어질지 또 잘 모르겠고 약간 현타? Do you know 현타?
현타가 뭐야?
현타가 현실 자각 타임. 그러니까 뭔가 약간 술 먹고 왔을 때는 막 이랬다가 이제 술 먹고 깨면은 내가 뭐 했지? 이러고 약간 현실을 깨닫는 거야. 그러니까 내가 아무리 오늘 이렇게 친하게 지내서도
Reality check?
yes. I think so. 그래서도 내일 어떻게 될지 모르는 관계들인데 약간
한국에 살면 그런 게 그렇지 않지. 한국에 살면 뭐
조금 덜 하지. 아니 솔직히
뭐 멀리 가는 사람 별로 없잖아 그렇게.
And we don't know their real mind, real feeling. We don't know, but we have pretend. 챙겨주고.
그래도 가까이 있으니까.
근데 맨 처음에는 it was so amazing city for fun in New York City. My first year, second year, it was so crazy.
Me too. Non-stop.
Yeah, non-stop.
Yeah.
But now I feel like 와 이거 뭐지?
So I've been here since 2000, like fall October 2010. So if I right now if I text anyone that I met in the first 3 years, they'd be like, 이거 뭐야? 왜? 너무 랜덤한데. 막 뉴욕에도 안 살 수도 있고 거의 다 뉴욕 안 살아 사실. 뉴욕이 좀 뭐랄까 싱글들의 도시, 젊은 커플의 도시. 그러니까 좀 공허하다.
공허하다. 오늘 배웠다.
야, 그걸 어떻게 이겨나야지? 어떻게 극복하고 가지?
없을 것 같아.
There's no solution.
없을
해답이 없어.
것 같아. 근데 그 와중에도 뉴욕에서 결혼하는 커플도 있고. 그러니까 그 우리가 섣불리 뉴욕은
근데 사실 생각해 보면 결혼하면 끝이야. 특히 남자들로서
What are you talking about?
친구가 결혼하지? 뉴욕에 살잖아 그래도. 결혼해서 친구 뉴욕에 살고 뭐 애 놓고 하면 그래도 빠이빠이야 남자로서. 남자 거의 볼 수가 없어. 그게 이상하게도 미국식인데도 그래도 집 거의 안 나와. 결혼 전에는 막 같이 놀았는데 결혼해서 딱 끊어져 그게.
근데 it's very not easy to settle down.
음.
That's the problem.
음.
결혼하면 되게 가정적인데 결혼까지 가는 게 너무 힘든 것 같아.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
야, 그래서
근데 그게 내가 봐서로는 남자가 it doesn't matter if they're Korean or American, whatever. 남자가
man is the same.
yeah, it's the same. 근데 결과는 똑같아. 나로서는 결혼을 하든지 여자친구랑 동거를 하든지 아니 동거나 사실 그래도 같이 놀 수는 있어. 뉴욕 가까이 살면. 근데 그게 이사 가는 거랑 똑같아. 그냥 거의 결혼식 가보지 그냥 빠빠야 그냥 끝이야.
그래서 you know, I'm not sure your first impression from me, but
첫인상이.
the most people think of me. Oh, HyoJeong is very outgoing and so bright, and she really likes to dance and go to club and woohoo. But I sometimes very serious.
Yeah, feelings. 감정이 있구나.
Oh. I maybe I'm serious than you expected.
나도 감정 있어. 나도 비슷해 사람들이. 아 타미 코미디 하잖아. 타미 팟캐스트 하잖아. 나도 감정이 센 사람이야. 근데 그러면서도 이제 모든 걸 긍정적으로 봐야지.
Yeah.
모든 걸 이제 사람 만날 때마다 그렇게. 근데 사실 그런 사람들이 다시 집으로 가거나 다른 데 가는 거 그런 경우도 많지만 뭐 영향가 없는 사람들 끊을 때도 많고.
맞아.
근데 전에는 친했는데 뭔가 갑자기 뭔가 일이 있어서 싸워가지고 뭐 어쨌거나 하여튼 더 이상 쟤랑 안 놀래 뭐 그런 게 완전 아저씨인데도 뭐 그런 일이 가끔씩 있어. 가끔씩 내가 내 탓인가 뭐 내 탓도 있겠지만
그래서 그냥 되게 여러 가지 감정이 들어. 근데 너무 웃긴 게 그렇게 사람들이랑 멀어져도 오늘도 또 누군가가 새로운 친구를 또 만들 수 있어. 되게 쉽게 떠나보낼 수 있고 쉽게 또 새로운 사람 받아들일 수 있는 도시라서
그게 뉴욕이 아마 LA보다 훨씬 더
심하지.
더 심한 게 아니라 더 좋은 거지.
좋은 거라고?
좋은 거로 봐야지. 그러니까 뭐 허비가 돼. 뭐 취미로 하는 게 뭐 춤이라든지 연기라든지 코미디라든지 뭐든지 있으면 거기에 완전 그 세상에 또 새 친구들이야. 너 이거 해 나도 해 뭐 같이 친구 해야지. 술 한잔 하자. Let's get drink sometime. 그런 거지. 그러니까 뉴욕이 그게 그러니까 가끔씩 그 길에 걸어다 보면 진짜 막 나이 든 노인들이 막 여기서 살고 그게 그까지 간다니까. 저 할아버지 여기서 뭐하지? 그걸 보면 진짜 저 나 아니야 저? 완전 나잖아 저.
나중에 내가 저렇게 되는 거 아니야?
내가 저렇게 그래도 50년 뒤에도 헬스키치 사는구나. 저렇게 되는구나. 아 그래서 이름이 헬스키치. 지옥의 부엌. 여기까지 죽는구나. 그거야. Hi, I'm Tommy Danger. I'm from North Korea. I live in Hell's Kitchen. 여기까지 되는 거야. 아니 그렇게 뭐야? 완전 할아버지 할머니들이 왜 계속 여기서 그냥 뭐 갈 데 없어서 안 가는 것 같지는 안 보이고 뭐 그래도 괜찮아 보이는데 왜 여기 완전 여기 은퇴해서 사시고.
그러니까 난 그거 진짜
그게 재밌었어 여기가 나이를 떠나서
그치 재밌으니까 사시는 거
계속 새 사람 만나고
그냥 대부분 나이가 들면 뭐 캘리포니아나 마이애미나 약간 좀
그치.
그런 휴양지 쉬는 곳으로 가는데
골프하고
여기서도 사시는 그런 이제 나이가 지긋하신 분들은 나도 좀 신기해. 괜찮으신가? 재밌으신가?
똑같아 그게 계속 그 어른들이 계속 뭐 새 사람 만나고 하는 게 same thing.
그치. 타미가 나이가 들고 내가 나이가 들어도 이 영혼은 영혼이 our spirit is still young, right?
I guess so.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah, meeting new people. My dad doesn't like meeting new people. 우리 아빠는 진짜 까다로워.
Oh, so yeah, you ENFJ.
ENFJ.
Yeah, I'm also ENFJ.
Oh, same. There you
Yeah.
go. ENFJ. Let's go. 그것도 어디 배웠어? 누가 가르쳤어?
흑인 친구가 갑자기 나한테 피스트 밤. 그래서 뭐야 재밌는데 나도 따라해야지. 그렇게 된 거야.
보통 아시안들은 그거 모르는데.
아니요, 요즘에 이것도 해.
형. 이렇게?
V.
나도 모르는데.
뭐 나도 몰라. I just copy them.
Yeah, that's most of I just copy podcasting. 그러니까 저런 것도 있네. I don't know anyone who like I was never invited on a podcast. I saw what people were doing, then I started on my own. And I started with audio and then video. And then I think at least one, if not other, I helped my friends start podcasts.
Wow.
And I tell them if you want, like I learned so much, and like little technical things, whatever, and like also like creative things. It's like.
Did you work the kind of job before?
No.
But you learned by yourself.
So my entire working career is always like 95% accounting, 5% real estate. 1% something else. Java 시장 LA. That's the funniest job I had. Funniest job I had was like for 4 months. I worked in LA garment district, and I was selling. You're gonna love this, HyoJeong. You're gonna love this, and it's funnier. I don't know what's more funny in English or Korean. Both is fun. 한국말로 해볼게. Because I've already done it in English. 한국 그러니까 LA 다운타운 자바 시장에서 뭔지 알지? 자바 시장에서 지퍼 팔았어. 지퍼. 지퍼 도매로 팔았어. 그게 나 진짜 회계가 아카운팅 얼마나 싫어하냐면 근데
you just wanted the escape from
I
accounting
just
job?
wanted to get out of accounting so bad. 아카운팅이 너무 싫어가지고 그때 취직한 게 그 기분 안 좋은 일이 있어서 하여튼 한국 신문 광고에 조선일보가 뭔지 하여튼 광고에 그 구인 굳이 그 광고 그쪽에 보니까 그 자바 하여튼 세일즈 영업 경험 없어도 됩니다. 이렇게 해놓고
그럼 없어도 되지.
당연히 그게 없으니까 된 거지. 그래 제가 가지고 면접 보고 엄청 쪽팔렸고 그래도 이 정도의 한글 실력 가지고 되지. 그러니까
충분히.
그러니까
It's a similar reason. I was tour guide before.
어디서?
In New York City.
Really?
Yeah.
For Koreans?
For Koreans.
Yeah.
And then, I was tour guide, and then it was very.
Is it for Koreans from Korea?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Korean from other states.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. They wanted sightseeing in New York, and then I was
interesting
tour guide. But before COVID, I just very short time.
Yeah, sure.
6 months. Around 6 months.
Isn't that you're spending the whole time with them? How much time would you spend
Only
together?
one day trip.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
That's easy.
So where did you show? What did you show? What did they see? Where did you guys go?
Okay, our meeting point is K Town, and then we go to Flatiron, and I just introduce
The building. And
the
sure.
history, and I take a picture. And then we go to Washington Square Park.
Okay.
And then I introduce.
I just keep walking down. Okay.
Yeah, the Washington Square Park, the history, and then I introduce NYU history.
That's cute.
And then we go to Soho and then take a picture with them. And then we go to 911 Memorial Park, and I introduce.
Oh, that's whole day.
Of course, and then the history.
Yeah.
And the Oculus.
Yeah, of course.
You know, Oculus is eyes.
Sure.
Eye shape.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't know that. I know it's called Oculus, but I didn't know it was called
Oculus
eye shape.
is eye shape.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Eye shape, and then see the sky.
Oh, is that why it's called Oculus? Interesting.
And then we went to Dumbo and the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, wait. Do you walk all the way?
No.
Yeah, it's too far.
Yeah, by car.
By car. Oh, on the bus.
And then we go to Wall Street, and then we go to Times Square.
Wow, you guys do a lot of places.
Yeah, only one.
All in one day. Yeah, that's a full day. Yeah.
So for fun.
Yeah. It's like
Because I was, I was administrative staff at university in Korea. It's almost 10 years. I work for an
oh, that's
office
what you
job.
did in Korea
Yeah.
for 10 years?
Yeah,
Amazing.
It's a 10 years, just office job. And then moved to America. I got a job as a just accounting and how you say trading company,
Yeah.
sales part. But everything is all the office job.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah.
So boring.
Yeah.
So I was looking for
Yeah. Something different.
something different.
Exactly what I different. Exactly.
Yeah, something different. So that's why you did
Yeah.
그 지퍼 팔았지만 나는 투어 가이드 했어.
Tell me something, anything in that short time in that job, anything funny that happened, or anything that you learned, or anything 뜻밖의, anything unexpected.
No, thank God there is no the difficult customers
Okay.
so far, but I really learned a lot about New York City
Yeah.
because I need to introduce them.
Yeah. Tell me about something that New Yorkers don't know.
싫어.
야, 싫어? 말하지 마. 나는 이거 배웠어. 이거 지퍼 팔면서 다른 오피스 가야 되니까 I have to. It only makes sense in Korean. I have to say it in Korean. 다른 자바 마켓, 자바 시장의 오피스 사무실 다 사무실이니까 거기서 뭐 공장하게 그게 아니고 다 그냥 뭐 LA 본부지. LA 본부 거기서 디자이너들이 있으니까 다 디자이너들 아줌마들이 여자들이. 그러니까 그 지퍼 사업이 회사가 남자 세일즈 다 남자밖에 없어. 남자 세일즈 그 한 이유가 그 이유가 있어. 뭐냐 바이어들이 다 여자니까. 그러니까 그 반대성이 필요해. 그러니까 자연적으로 남자는 세일즈맨이고 자연적으로 여자는 바이어들이야. 그러니까 그게 딱 맞는 거야, 그게. 그러니까 우리 그 작은 지퍼 회사에서 세일즈맨 6명 중에 5명 남자였어. 그 한 명 여자분은 부사장님이었어. 오랫동안 베테랑이지. 그러니까 그 내가 들어가서 여기 리스트가 있으니까 세일즈 영업할 일 있으니까 house list. Anyone could do that house list. It's open. It's just go ahead and start making relationships. 그러니까 그 관계를 키워야지. 키워서가 그냥 떡떡떡 그냥 아무런 뭐 약속 없이 그냥 쳐들어간 거야. 동진 지퍼에서 왔는데요. 동진 씨발 회사 이름부터 뭐 동진 누구 진짜 멋있는 거 다 이거 완전 애 이름인지 뭔지 하여튼 모르겠어. 사장님 이름이 애 이름인지 모르겠어. 저 동진 지퍼에서 왔는데 혹시 지퍼 샘플 필요한가요? 없어요? 네 알겠어요. 샘플 필요하세요? 어떤 거요? 이거요? 10cm 3번? 네 알겠습니다. 내일 가져올게요. 네, 혹시 다른 거 더 필요 없어요? 색깔별로? 그러다가 보면 좀 큰 데는 뭐 공짜로 뭐 맥도날드 아이스 커피 갖다 주고 동진 슈퍼 타임인데요. 좀 아이스 커피 드세요. 네. 괜찮아요. 드세요. 샘플 필요하면 꼭. 그러니까 그렇게 해가지고 뭐 조금 뭐 커미션 여기 저기 조금 따먹고 진짜 할 짓이 아니었어.
근데 내가 갑자기 생각나는데 파업할 때 뉴욕은 G 모양으로 건물 앞에
뭐 팔 때? 파업이 뭐야?
파업 뭐지?
뭐 팔 때?
아니야.
왜?
파업이 뭐냐면 사람들이 시위하는 거야.
네.
그거 할 때 G 모형의 그거를 그 회사 건물 앞에 세워놓고 이렇게 시위하더라고. 난 그게 뭔지 몰랐어. 나 솔직히
그거 배웠어? 나도 잘 몰라 사실.
솔직히 부끄러운데 잘 몰랐어요.
나도 잘 몰라 사실.
근데 내가 그거를 손님이 물어봤어. 근데 가이드님 저기 저 큰 G 모양은 좀 뭐예요? 근데 내가 글쎄요 뭘까요? 저도 처음 보는데요. 뭐지?
배웠어?
근데
뭐야 그게?
근데 너무 그때 죄송했었어. 죄송했는데
그치.
설명을 제대로 못 해주고 쉬는 시간에 손님들 잠깐 이제 화장실 가고
아.
점심 시간에 찾아봤어.
응.
저 G가 뭘까? 근데 뉴욕은 파업할 때 G 모양의
응.
풍선 같은 거
응.
갖다 놓고서는 그
응.
앞에서 시위를 한다고 하더라고. 그래서 그때 알려드렸지.
나는 그게 무슨 단합 때문에 그렇게 된 줄 알았는데 그러니까 미국 역사에서는 저 도시는 단합 도시다. It's a union city. 그러니까 특히 북부 동부 도시들은 단합들이 이제 막 옛날 말을 하면 뭐 공장들이 많은 디트로이트 차를 엄청 많이. 그러니까 디트로이트는 유니언 시티다. 근데 지금은 막 별로 살 곳이 아니지 거의. 집도 엄청 사고 막 일불 주고 집 사고. 뉴욕도 사실 조금 단합 도시에
그런 것 같아.
그래서 그 지가 뭔가 단합들이끼리 싸우는 건지 뭐 그런 의미인 줄 알았는데 뭐 몰라 자세히는 모르겠어.
뭐 아무튼 그렇다고 하더라고. 약간 그런 그 조합원들.
그치. 조합. 유니언.
그런 거긴 했어.
그게 또 막 여기 다니다 뭐 스캐폴딩 많잖아. 그 건물 앞에 건설하면서 뭐 하나도 안 하면서 건설 하나도 안 하면서 막 이거 피해야 됐다는 뭐 쓰레기도 그 앞에다 놓고. 근데 그것도 조합 때문에 그렇게 된 줄 알았는데 그러니까 그게 조합들의 변호사들이 그렇게 법으로 만든 거지. 모두 이제 그러니까 뭐 나무 하나 못 하나 치려면 이거 세워야 된다 바깥에 이거 그거까지 진짜 필요도 없는데.
몰랐네.
네. 그러니까 그거 스캐폴딩 한 회사들이 아직도 돈 벌고 있지. 난 그렇게 알고 있는데 몰라. 검색해봐야지.
나 그리고 내가 막 영화를 막 그렇게 뉴욕 관련된 영화를 다 볼 순 없잖아. 근데 손님들 중에 어딜 지나갈 때 저기 그 영화에 나온 거기 아니에요? 그러면 순간 머리를 완전 온갖 영화를 다 이제 뒤져보는 거지. 왜냐면 유명한 건물이면 다 알잖아. 누가 봐도 유명한 건물이고 유명한 공원이면 다 여기 거기 맞아요라고 할 텐데 정말 잘 모르는.
그치.
어떻게
다 알 수 있어?
거기를 여기 거기 아니에요? 그러면 그러면 또 이제 손님들 화장실 갔을 때 또 이게 자연스럽게 화제를 돌렸다가
그치.
갔을 때 거기가 맞아요. 그래서 또 답변 드리고 정말
너무 뭐랄까 너무 정확한데 그냥 대충 네 맞아요 막 이렇게 그냥.
근데 그랬다가
네 그럴 수도 있죠 이렇게.
근데 그랬다가 내가 만약에 손님이고 그분들이 뉴욕에 대해 모든 걸 다 알아볼 수가 없기 때문에 가이드 말을 거의 믿을 수밖에 없잖아. 그래 거기 갔더니 가이드가 그랬어 이렇게라고 생각을 할 텐데 내가 혹시나 그거 얼렁뚱땅 넘어가려고 그거 맞아요라고 했다가 그분들은 잘못된 정보를 알 수도 있고 혹시나 그걸 또 다른 분들한테 얘기를 해서 혹시나 쪽팔리거나 아니면 그분들이 정말 또 그분들도 그렇게 믿고 있다거나 그러면 안 되니까 한순간에 좀 쪽팔린 거는 내가 쪽팔리지만 그래도 정확한 정보를 줘야 되는 게 낫지 않을까 먼 미래를 봤을 때는. 그래서 진짜 공부를 초반에는 공부 진짜 많이 했던 것 같아.
보통 누격보다 더 잘하는 것 같은데.
에이. 왜냐면 정말 생뚱맞고 정말 이런 것까지도 물어보시나 하는 것들도 너무 많이 물어보시니까.
어떤 거?
그러니까 그런 것처럼 내가 만약에 가이드로 몇십 년 일을 해서 너무 내가 모든 걸 다 알아. 뉴욕에 있는 걸 다 알아. 그러면 내가 막 이렇게 막 할 수 있는데 그게 아니니까 나도 온 지 얼마 안 됐을 때 했었으니까.
절대 그러지 마. 쓸데없는 일이야. 그냥 검색하면 다 알 수 있는데.
근데 그것 때문에 정말 나도 뉴욕에 대해서 공부 많이 했고 그리고 내 그냥 지나갔던 건물들이나 그런 것들이 다 히스토리컬한 거라고 생각을 하니까 더 의미가 깊고 좀
그래서 내가
그렇더라고.
부동산을 해서 여기서 브로커 했어. 브로커.
그래서 그렇게 했구나.
그래서 여기서 부동산 리얼스테이트 했어. 그게 그러니까 LA에서 절대 부동산 리얼터 할 생각이 없었는데 뉴욕에 오면서 뉴욕 건물들이 너무 신기하니까.
맞아.
그러니까 막 뭐 진짜 고층 건물 그건 아니고 역사적인 옛날 건물.
역사적인 게 너무 많아.
그리고 또 역사적인 예쁜 것도 좋고 안 예쁜 것도 좋고. 그러니까 그게 건물들 그냥 2년 동안 리얼터 해서 실패한 게 아니라 2년 동안 건물에 들락날락 놀았던 거지. 놀았어 그냥. 그러니까 이거 막 이런 건물도 있네. 사진 찍고 리스팅 올리고 보러 올래요? You wanna come see open house? 그러면서 그게 한 2년 동안 그냥 재밌게 건물 공부한 거지.
그게 내가 하고 싶은 말인데
응.
남들이 봤을 때는 쟤 왜 저런 것까지 하지? 라고 할 수 있겠지만 나도 모르는 곳에서
응.
내가 깨닫는 것도 있고 배우는 것도 있고
응.
그게 어느 순간 나를 성장시킬 때가 있고
응.
거기서 만났던 사람들이 나를
응.
또 좋은 곳으로 인도해 줄
응.
때도 있고
응.
그래서 나는 가능하면 최대한 많은 곳을 돌아다니고
그치.
많은 것을 경험하고 싶고
응.
많은 사람들을 만나고 싶어.
응. 세일즈가 그 2년 동안 세일즈 일했던 게 그 다른 어른으로서 다른 회계 오피스 잡 20년 동안 일한 것보다 그 2년 동안 사람들에 대해서 더 배웠어.
그치.
그러니까 그 사람들이 얼마나 멍청한 게 손님들인데 그래도 뭔가 자연스럽게 난 별로 그렇게 자연스러운 게 없으니까 내가 그때 말했나 이거 그 엘리베이터 없는 옛날 건물. 그러니까 어퍼 이스트사이드에서 내가 이제 시작하면서 그 오피스가 이제 우리 그때 자격증 따가지고 이제 오피스가 날 도와주려고 우리 오피스 리스팅이 있는데 exclusive 우리 오피스 건데 렌탈. 타미 너가 해 이거. 너가 혼자서 다 해. 네 고마워. 그래서 거의 매일마다 오픈 하우스를 했어.
와.
그 리스팅이 어떠냐면 그러니까 어퍼 이스트사이드 저 끝에 77가인가? 하여튼 예쁜 건물이 있어. 예쁜 건물인데 6층이고 엘리베이터가 없지. 옛날 건물이니까. 그러니까 6층 곧 제일 위층에서 스튜디오가 있어. 엄청 싸. 예쁘고 작지만. 근데 갓 이제 대학교 졸업한 사람들 딱 맞지. 혼자 쓴 싱글이고 한 1,200불인가? 별로 근데 싸고 이쁘고 업그레이드하면 다 좋지.
그치.
그냥 딱 6층이니까 엘리베이터 없는 거 그것만 빼고 다 좋은데 나 오피스에서 진짜 한 100명 정도 왔어. 진짜 그거 보러. 오피스 거의 매일 하고 그냥 Hey, just come to the open house. It's gonna be 5 to 7 Thursday, Tuesday, whatever, Saturday, whatever. 그렇게 모여있으면서 그게 딱 기억나는 게 하나가 멍청한 남자가 오피스 왔는지 모르겠어. 하여튼 나한테 전화를 거는 거야. 전화로 이렇게 난 그냥 그 벌써 이제 그 뭐랄까 그게 그 짧은 시간에 배웠지. 이제 친절하면서도 그 밝혀줘야지. 이게 엘리베이터 없는 건물이라고.
그치.
특히 이
It's
가격에는 외부에서 오는 이상한 사람이 많으니까 그 관념을 몰라. 그게 엘리베이터가 6층 있는데 엘리베이터가 없는 거예요. 그러니까 yeah, I just want to let you know, like, this is an old building, and it's the apartment's on the 6th floor, and there's no elevator, so it's a walk up on the 6th floor. But it's great price, amazing views, everything. 뭐 세일즈지 그게. 남자 녀석이 이렇게 말하는 거야. Isn't that illegal?
What?
그 불법 아니냐고 엘리베이터 없는 게. 근데 그 순간 진짜
It's an old city. Of course, old building there.
그 순간 진짜 그게 하도 전화를 받고 오픈을 해서 진짜 쇠가 빠지게 했는데도 그게 열이 받아가지고 그냥 나도 모르게 말이 나온 거냐. Then call the police. This building needs to be arrested. You know? What do you want from me? This building is 100 years old. The elevators were not invented by then. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm being too honest for you, but open house tomorrow. Come. 끊었지.
Yeah, but that fact is very important to
But-
know people, right?
거기서 이제 좀 배운 거지. 사람들이 아무리 멍청하게 Are you from North Korea? 사람들이 아무리 멍청하게 해도 그렇게 잘 받아주고 그러니까 자기 자신의 캐릭터 시험이지. 자기 자신이 잘 받아주고 크게 용서를 해주면서 그러니까 성질 부리고 하면 안 되지. 그걸 배울 거야. The building needs to get arrested. 그거지.
내가 요즘에 하고 싶은 거는 그런 처세술? 그러니까 이렇게 웃으면서 부드럽게 말하지만 말은
첫세술 그 뭐야 그 말이.
그러니까 약간 그런 뭐 어전트하거나 아니면 약간 좀 루드한 상황이 왔을 때 웃으면서 하지만 straightforward, but I'm smiling and straightforward. I really want to do, but it's
Uh,
very difficult.
Yes and no. I think my 2 cents, my observation. You don't need to present yourself in a certain way. I think 난 요즘 이렇게 생각해. 그 항상 진실 속에 살아라고. 진실 속에 살고 솔직하게 대답하고 그러니까 그 솔직하게 대답하면서 살면서 그게 해답이었다고. 계속 뭐 숨기고 거짓은 아닌데 뭘 숨기고 이제 내가 이런 케이스가 있어. 이제 우리 엄마가 좀 심심하시니까 이제 우리 집에 와서 청소를 하는 거야. 집 청소하고 밥도 주고 그러니까 내가 용돈 좀 주고 그런데 지난주에 오셨는데 내가 이제 고객 중에서 선물을 받았어. 선물 패키지가 온 거야. 막 과자가 엄청 팝콘 과자에다가 막 과일이 엄청 막 포장 잘했더라고. 그걸 집에 놔뒀는데 팝콘 과자 어머님이 버리셨어.
왜?
응?
왜?
그게 그 과자니까 몸에 안 좋다고.
어.
아니 근데 그러니까 엄마가
아.
청사에서 난 문을 열어주고 나 같이 밥 먹고 난 또 다시 일하러 나왔지. 엄마는 혼자서 그 느긋하게 청소하시고 나 갔는데 내가 집에 저녁에 들어갔을 때 팝콘 과자가 없는 거야. 알고 보니까
Where's my popcorn?
응, 그러니까 나도 일단 엄청 화가 나는 거야. 왜?
에이.
그 팝콘 과자가 조금 먹고 싶었어. 그리고 난 뭐 그러니까 핑계지만 뭐 친구들이 뭐 손님이 오면 팝콘 과자 같이 먹고 하든지 뭐 이렇게 나도 혼자 다 먹는 거지 뭐 일줄 아는. 근데 그러니까 화가 좀 가라앉히고 엄마한테 좀 말해야 되는데 어떻게 말해? 그냥 말해야 될까 말. 그래도 말해야 된다고. I should try to be more honest. So I said politely.
But without no anger.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I 엄마한테 문자 보냈어. 엄마 너무 고마워. 청소 진짜 100점 만점. 진짜 엄청 잘했는데 그렇지만 팝콘 어떻게 됐어? 버렸다가 그래. 오케이 알겠어. 다음에 좀 그런 거 좀 버리지 말고. 그래 알겠어. 그렇게 하니까 나도 좋고 엄마도 좋고.
Yes.
그러니까 효정이도 이제 웃으면서도
그게
솔직하게 말해야 돼. 근데
그게 처세술인 것 같아. 상대방 기분
야
나쁘지
큐팍
않게.
왜 춤추지 마 큐팍 그만큼 정이서 큐팍. 처세술.
내 기분 나쁘지 않게 상대방한테 기분 나쁘지 않게 내 감정을 얘기하는 그런 방법. 그런 거.
자, every time I mean that was very good, but I allow my guests on my podcast as closing to have like concluding thoughts about anything, any questions for me, or just anything. I mean, what you just shared was kind of like concluding thoughts, but also just anything in general, anything you want to say. So you have the last word.
Okay. Okay. So I met you New Year Eve, and then we counted down together, and then. Well, I didn't ask you about your New Year resolutions.
Resolution?
Yeah. Do you have something?
I don't really have the resolutions. I just want to be
Happy?
No, it's more like as a guy, I'm more like action driven, like what I do, So, I mean, I would like to do my podcast. I was telling you that I'm really inconsistent. So I would like to do my podcast more consistent this year. I would like to do comedy more consistent this year. And I just like do like silly, crazy experiments. I mean, I call this my podcast the experiment. So I might turn this space I call this space Salty Studio. So I might turn Salty Studio. I mean, it's my podcasting, it's my office, but I might turn it to a lounge. I might turn it to a speakeasy lounge. So I won't say his name, but we have a mutual friend. He's not Korean, but he's very friendly. He knows a lot of people. So him and I were collaborating and just working on like turning this space into a speakeasy lounge. So you might see that invitation. But I think just like being my resolution is just to be it's more consistent, just more of the same. I don't need to make drastic changes and just continue to be comfortably myself and just be committed to being myself. My daytime job in accounting, bookkeeping, that's all nice. I'll stay committed to that. But in my free time, I want to be like this energy we have here. This is like I feel alive. This is me. So I'll just continue to do that. How about you? What are your resolutions?
Guessing.
Huh?
Guess what?
Guess to dance. Yeah, to dance more in hanbok. Dance in hanbok. That's pretty good. Dance. Let's put dance in hanbok with soju. Let's put everything together. Swing dance in hanbok with soju.
Oh, I never. Wow.
Oh.
I'll never think about that, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, because like swing dance,
But
you
for
wear
what?
dress, make up your own. You're like a new YouTube sensation. The Korean girl who dances in traditional hanbok, and swing dance. That's something different.
Yeah, so I will keep doing to contribute to expose Korean culture, Korean language this year as well. And then, if possible, I wanna find my partner
Yeah,
in my life.
yeah, yeah. So hey boys, nice boys, cute boys. She's single.
I'm single.
We'll put her Instagram handle on the podcast details. You can hit her up, DM her. Excellent, very good, good job.
And then I wanna change my job. So these days,
Oh really?
yeah, these days I'm looking for a new company. So
Oh, wow. Are you still gonna do the same thing or something different?
both of them. So
Yeah, both.
yeah. So
Same and different.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I apply for.
Oh, you already applied.
Yeah, I already apply for similar but kind of different company.
Good.
Yeah, and then I also want to leave another area, not Flushing. So I'm looking for a new job. I'm looking for a new place. I'm looking for my partner. Yeah.
You should. What's one thing that will solve all three of those? You should become a police officer.
What?
You'll find everything there. You should become a city employee. You'll find if you become a firefighter maybe.
And then, most important things. To be honest, the first year and then even second year, I really study English a lot. But these days, 2021 and the last year, I couldn't.
Yeah.
So this year, I wanna more focus on learn English more.
It's just conversation like this, I think. Don't you think so?
But I think my vocabulary is still not enough. So yeah, still I wanna learn more.
It's the how should I say? In Korean it's 안타까운 게. But in English it's like the how would you say that in English? It's like the shortcoming. No, not the shortcoming.
Shortcoming?
안타까운 게 영어로 뭐 어떻게 말하지? It's like something is missing when I hear
Oh yes.
when I hear Koreans, because I have Korean friends who always like, maybe they're in Korea or maybe they're here. They're always like, I want to learn English more. I want to learn English more. How should I say this? You won't get not even 20% better than what you are right now. You won't get skill wise. You won't get better. But what you can get better is attitude, is your emotion.
Oh.
So what this is like, because Korean is, and I fully understand this because I'm Korean American, so I'm like an insider but outside. So I can observe all this. Koreans keep seeing culture and language as an academic skill. It's not. It's emotional, social skill. So your language skill will not get more than, you're an adult. It won't get 10, 15% better, maybe, maximum. But emotionally, socially, it could get so much better because it's just your attitude. You're just like, and you're great because you're so curious, you're so vibrant. But because like most Korean, even guy or girl, they'll be like, oh, podcast, no. But you're very comfortable as a person, as an adult, who you are. So you just keep going with that, and that's just like there's no limit to that. It's just attitude. It's just emotion. So I only knew how to say that to you right now, but I didn't know how to say that because I have a close guy friend, my buddy in Korea, and we always talk in English. And because he used to live in LA. That's how we met. But now he's in Korea, and he's just, he lives in Korea. His English is getting, every time I call him, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
Oh, really?
Worse. Well, he lives there. He's Korean.
Okay.
He lives there.
Okay.
When he used to live in LA, it's pretty good. It was like your level. But now he's been back in Korea for over 15 years. So every time it's like he's like elementary school level. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like, oh, Tommy, I want to come to America to be so bad. But contextually, his skill level is going bad, but it's also, he's not surrounded by Americans and Westerns.
Yes.
So it's not, vocabulary could get better. You're a girl, you'll get it. Your girls are much faster with words and languages. But it's, once again, it's emotion and attitude. And like, no, you belong here. You are here, You don't know where you'll be with new partner, new job, new home. Maybe things will be different a year from now. But no, you belong here. So, it's good. Be comfortable, You got this.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I felt guilty last year. 내가 1년 동안 뭘 했지? 근데 영어 공부
See, that's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing that Koreans living in a new country, just like, oh, you have to keep studying. No, you don't. Just live life, meet people. That's studying, honestly.
Yes, I know, but I'm not sure when I go back to Korea, but they have a standard. Right?
Yeah, they expect you to be different.
Yeah,
right?
because oh my God, HyoJeong lived in New York 5 years, 6 years. Oh my God, she can speak English probably very well. And then,
It's not that much better than me.
뉴욕 가서 놀았어? I'm worried about that.
But see, that's the complete difference of how Koreans see transitioning, and how, because you'll never meet an American, like a white guy, white girl. They live in Korea. They're not like looking at books or studying at home. They're going out partying, because that's how they see like getting adjusted to a new culture is socializing. Like they'll date, they'll party, make new friends, work colleagues, happy hour, That for them, that's how they learn, But that's actually similar to how Americans and Westerns view college. They don't think they're gonna go and some of them do. Some of them go like, oh, I have to study hard. No, they think it's to go party. That's how they like. Well, make friends, party, whatever. Was a little bit exaggerated, but still, like to them, they don't separate the social aspect to anything, any kind of change,
Yeah, also the party, I met you first time.
Yeah.
So no, I really enjoy your company, and thank you for inviting me today.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. This is excellent. Yeah. I was a little concerned. I was like, oh, what should we talk about today? This is so natural. Yeah.
씨 오늘 효정이랑 뭔 얘기하지?
Yeah,
라고
yeah,
했지.
Of course. I'm like, well, 쩍발면 어떻게 해? Shit. I need like 조크 좀 적어볼까? 아니면 인터뷰 question 좀 적어볼까? No, that's too awkward. Anyways, thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone.
HyoJeong.
Yeah, so is it like YouTube?
Yes.
Like a
It's on YouTube.
yeah.
So it's gonna be on YouTube, on Spotify.
Yeah. So if possible, press the like button.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Subscribe.
press the subscribe
Oh
button.
wow, you're an angel. Thank you so
And
much.
then
Yeah.
love Tommy more.
Yeah, follow HyoJeong. If you're a nice guy who make a lot of money, then you can DM her. DM me first. I have to filter you first. You know, I'm her oppa, so I have to filter you first and
근데 아무도 연락 안 오면 어떡해?
연락이 안 올 거야 어쨌든. 보는 사람이 없어 이게. 우리밖에 안 볼 거야. Bye everyone. Thank you.
바이바이.
성공.
너무 웃겨. 아무도 안 본대.